Hello everyone, welcome to my biology classes. In this video we are going to deal with class 5, that is reptiles. So this will be, this will be class 5, that is reptiles. So class 1 we got cyclostomata, class 2 we got chondrichthyes, class 3 we got osteocytes, and class 4 we got amphibians. This will be class 5, that is reptiles. Is it clear? Then it falls under the division of Gnathostomata, means what? The one which contains jaws. Okay. Then it falls under subclass, that is tetrapods, means they are having limbs. Is it clear? So let's see some characteristic features of the class 5, that is reptiles. So in the first point it is saying mostly they are terrestrial. Okay. Next point it is saying the limbs are absent or in two pairs. So in some case, for example, in case of snakes also falls under reptiles. So they do not have any limbs, and some like chameleons and all, like this lizards and all, they are having limbs in two pairs. You can see one pair, this is one pair, this is one pair. Is it clear? Now third point, the mode of locomotion can be creeping or crawling. They can creep like a snake. They can also crawl. Okay. These are the two modes of locomotion you can see in reptiles. The next point it is saying they are having dry cornified scales. The skin is very dry there, with epidermal scale or scutes. So they are having some kind of scales that is called scute, or it is called epidermal scale. Compare it with amphibians. Amphibians had moist skin without any scales, but in case of reptiles they are having dry cornified scales with epidermal scales or scutes. Is it clear? So here the respiratory organ is your lungs only lungs. But in case of amphibians, there were many, gills were also there, skin was there. Is it clear? So you just have to compare with one class to another class. Okay, like we compared chondrichthyes with osteocytes, no? So now you can compare this with amphibians. So moving on to the next slide. Tympanum represent ears, same as amphibians. So here some hollow-like structure is present. They do not have any kind of external ears like we have. Okay, they are poikilothermic, means cold-blooded. They can't regulate their body temperature. And here three-chambered heart is present, except one exception is there. Four-chambered heart can be seen in crocodiles. This is the exception. But generally the reptiles have three-chambered heart, except the crocodiles, which are having four-chambered heart. Is it clear? Okay, then moving on to the next slide. They have a tendency to shade their scale as skin cast. So you have seen, I guess, the snakes especially, they used to shade their skin, okay, in the form of skin cast. Okay. Then comes the next point, that is they are oviparous, means they used to lay eggs. Then sexes are separate sexes. Okay. Then internal fertilization used to take place with direct development. So this point is completely opposite from amphibians. In case of amphibians, there was external fertilization with indirect development. But in this case, there are internal fertilization with direct development, means no larval stage in between. Is it clear? Then moving on to the next slide. So these are few examples of the class Reptilias. Turtle, turtle, tortoise, tree lizard, crocodiles, alligators, wall lizards, all are the examples of the class Reptilias. Okay, so go through the examples once. So these are few pictures I have shown you, few pictures of some poisonous snake. Cobra, this is a cobra, this is a viper, this is a crate. The snakes also falls under the class reptiles. Is it clear? Okay, that's all for today's class. In my next video, I'll bring class 6, that is aves. Okay, so thank you for your patient hearing.